Welcome back to Behind the Curtain. After the final nominees were selected for Outstanding Lead Performer at this year's High School Musical Theater Awards, the 10 Capital Region students went head-to-head at the 10th annual event on May 16th at Proctors Theater in Schenectady. The two students who won will attend the National High School Theater Awards, also known as the Jimmy Awards, in New York City in June. This year, the honors go to Lily Sinnott as Natasha in Shenendehowa High School's Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, and Max Mittler as Jack Kelly in Saratoga Springs High School's Disney's Newsies.
My name is Max Mittler. I'm a senior and I go to school at Saratoga Springs High School. I started theater when I was 4 with Saratoga Children's Theater.
What was your first show?
It was Newsy Snowflake. I actually did it with Lily, who's also going to Jimmy's with me in a couple weeks.
Very cool. So before we get to talking about the Jimmy's, what was it like when you first found out your role in this year's production?
I was so excited because first of all, I knew I wouldn't have to do the tap dance King of New York, so that was exciting. And also, I just love Newsies. It's so high energy and so fun and exciting. I was just so excited to bring Jack Kelly to life.
Yeah, and what was that process like for you? I mean, I can't imagine having a lead role. Also, it's your senior year. You're so busy with classes and schoolwork. What was that like balancing it all?
It's a lot. My school rehearses 4 weekdays and Saturdays, and then I work Sundays normally, so I have like one day to do all my homework and I cram it all in, but you make it work. And when you're off stage or doing whatever, you're like, maybe I should study my math flashcards or whatever, but it all comes together somehow. I don't know how I do it sometimes.
Yeah, but you do, and,
yeah.
You've done exceptionally well. Obviously, this great honor from the High School Musical Theater Awards. When you guys opened the show, did you have a sense that this was going to be one of the shows that got this kind of attention? Did you have the feeling that like this is big for me and for this cast?
I was definitely really hopeful about it, but you never know because it sucks that all the high school shows are the same 3 weekends,
right.
So you can't really see them all, which I wish you could, but I saw some other shows, like Shenendehowa's show was fantastic, Mahonison's was also great, and so you never know, but you just gotta hope and like have confidence in your cast and crew and everything.
Yeah. What is your training like outside of school when it comes to the arts, besides just being in your school's theater program?
Yeah.
What do you do to work on yourself outside of it?
I take dance with the Collaborative School of the Arts with Freddie, who choreographed the awards, and I take voice lessons around the Capital Region, and I take acting lessons outside with my director. And I'm also in my high school's chorus, so we have chorus concerts and voice lessons through that, so it's definitely busy.
Why is having the arts as part of your school experience important to you?
All of my friends are from the arts, so a lot of people make friends through sports, but for those of us who aren't really into that type of stuff, it's harder to make those connections and like form those groups. So it's definitely great for the social aspect, but also it just helps with creativity. So my writing's gotten so much better after doing like Shakespeare, which I was not a huge fan of, but my writing got so much better and my reading and all that stuff. So it just helps hand in hand with both the social aspects of school and the academics as well.
What's next for you? What's school?
Next? I'm going to Fordham University in the fall.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you studying?
I'm studying business with a minor in theater, and I'm hoping to just take classes and audition around, so.
Yeah, well, New York's the place to be for that. Talk to me a little bit about what it was like being on that stage, that number choreographed by Freddie, and what that was like.
It's crazy, especially I saw something on Instagram of someone who was swung on for Anne Juliet, and I was like, oh my god, I was in that dressing room. So it's kind of crazy to be like these professionals are in the same space that I was in, and going to the Outsiders a couple days after winning was really crazy because I was in the pit, which is nice when they open it up. It's really cool to get the front row seats, and I could look backstage and I was like, that's where I changed for this, that's where I got my mic for this, so it's just really cool to be able to be in that space. Yeah,
it's awesome that they give you guys the chance to experience that. Do you hope it comes full circle and you're back on that stage someday?
Yeah, that's the goal. That would be great, but I love to do the programs over the summer and everything. Yeah, I'm just excited to be a part of something like this.
So when do you go to New York for the Jimmys?
We leave on the 12th.
Okay.
And then we're there until the 23rd, so it's a long thing, but I'm not complaining about that. So.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
What does the prep look like for that?
So I just had to read through a 57-page packet of all the forms and all of the music and the costumes and stuff, submit all of that, pick 6 songs to bring down with me. I bought my first suit, which was exciting for this, and then film some interview questions for them, and now I got to prepare the music, pack up a bunch of stuff, and then get going.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What do you hope that this inspires in other students, maybe underclassmen at your school who are in the same program that you grew up in?
I think it's just nice because like my freshman year, I did something with the Daily Gazette, and I was talking about how I was not a great performer. I was kind of getting into it, like dipping my toes and how it is to be in like full-scale musicals and everything. And it's a lot of work, and I think it's nice that it paid off for me. And I think it could be inspiring to some other younger people and like underclassmen that if you put in the work and take dance and voice lessons all the time, like it does pay off eventually, and you can get to like all the bigger scale things.
Yeah. Do you have a dream role?
I would love to be Evan and Dee Evan Hansen. That's been a goal. I think the story is so raw and real and emotional, and I just love the music in that show.
Yeah. What does your life look like this summer in between now and college?
This summer, I am hoping to do I am doing a show at Proctors over the summer and doing Sweeney Todd there. That is July into like super early August, and then I head to college.
Awesome. What's one of the biggest things you learned your senior year that you're going to carry with you into college?
Like acting wise?
Anything.
Not take everything so seriously. If you mess up on one thing, you forget about it the next day. It's not like if my voice cracks on the high note, it's not like it's going to be the make or break to anything. Or if I bomb a quiz, it's like, is what it is. But just study more for the next one.
And do you have anyone you want to thank?
My parents, definitely, because they've driven me to all my rehearsals and bought me food at like 10 o'clock when I was like, I'm really hungry after my rehearsals, or turned our house into a flower shop, and the rest of my family for coming to my shows, and my friends, and then everyone at the high school, and my directors and teachers and everything.
You can watch our previous interview with Lily Sinnott before she took the stage as Natasha, a performance that will send her along with Max to the Jimmy Awards in New York City. It's on the Behind the Curtain YouTube channel. Coming up on Behind the Curtain, we interview the cast of The Outsiders at Proctors Theater, who have a special message for the students heading to New York City for the Jimmy Awards. Welcome back to Behind the Curtain, a Tony Award-winning musical adapted from a famous coming-of-age novel and film recently took the stage at Proctors Theater in Schenectady, bringing audiences back to 1967 Tulsa, Oklahoma, with Ponyboy, Johnny, and the rest of the Outsiders. The Outsiders navigates the complexities of self-discovery as a group of greasers dream of who they want to be in a world that doesn't accept them. I had a chance to interview members of the cast who tell me their loyalty to each other on stage reflects how they look out for each other behind the scenes.
Hello, my name is Tyler Jordan Wesley. I play Dallas Winston in the national tour of The Outsiders.
My name is Jaden Nett, and I play Two-Bit Matthews in the national tour of The Outsiders.
This has been such an awesome experience. I graduated from Texas State University last May, a year ago. It feels like yesterday. It is not. And so, you know, stepping into this professional setting where I'm able to learn from such talented, experienced actors and do this. I just said over there, I think we're on our like 280th time doing this show. It's been a real blessing.
Yeah, it is. Even though touring, you know, has its hardships, pros and cons, it's been so easy because we are just such a tight-knit community here. Our creatives, our director, Danya Taymor, and our choreographers, the Cooperman brothers, and so many others, made it just such a strong bond from the jump when we were rehearsing in New York for this show. And so, you know, being on the road with this group of people is nothing short of wonderful. And we are about to hit 9 months on the road together, and fortunately, I'm not tired of this guy yet. But it's been great. It's a blessing.
There's not a moment in the show where you're not leaning on the person next to you, the people off stage. You know, like everybody from the stage-hands to wardrobe to we all depend so much on each other, and so yeah, just breathing that in every night. You know, this is a very physical show, so there's times where, you know, your brain and your spirit wants to be here, but your body is fighting you. And in those moments, you know, it's being there for the people who we've all built this show together, and we all want it to be great. So, you know, even when I feel like I can only maybe give 60, I'm pushed to give 100.
And with that said, like this is a team game, and we have each other's backs at the end of the day. So if somebody is a little down in the dumps, then the rest of the group is gonna pick them back up, and we go through it together. It gives us absolute life just getting to see the smiles on these people's faces out in the audience, and it's going on month 9 doing this story specifically, this timeless tale. It's an absolute blessing and honor still to know that we get to tell a story that gets to connect generations. So like, for example, somebody's grandparent was introduced by the novel, somebody's parent was introduced with the movie, and now we get the honor of possibly introducing somebody's kid to this story based from the musical. And yeah, the audience here was ecstatic, electric. It was phenomenal, and we cannot be more grateful to be here.
Yeah, y'all energize us again on nights where maybe the body is struggling to show up, and it has been, every audience has brought something unique and special to us. Opening night in Schenectady was great.
When I told the cast about our local students' achievements, performing on the Proctors stage and advancing to the Jimmy Awards, they had this to share.
Well, hey, you're already doing better than me. I didn't win anything like that. So, yeah, just breathe every moment that you have in. You are exactly where you need to be. God doesn't make any mistakes. So, allow yourself to experience that moment, learn from it, and take it to your next creative artistic journey. Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself first and foremost. You are your biggest supporter, but you can also be your biggest critic. And you can have the entire world behind your back, but if you don't believe in yourself, then nothing's gonna happen. And with that said as well, it's never too late to do anything. And yeah, you know what, even though I just dogged on my brother Tyler over here, I also did not win anything growing up. And so yeah, it's never too late. I started theater and acting in senior year of high school, so it's never too late.
Coming up on Behind the Curtain, we'll preview some upcoming auditions and shows on local stages. Welcome back to Behind the Curtain. Calling all theater kids in grades 9 through 12, Schenectady Light Opera Company is casting for a youth production that will be presented as part of SLOC's main stage season. Auditions for The Hunchback of Notre Dame will be held Sunday, June 7th and Monday, June 8th, with callbacks by invitation only on Tuesday, June 9th. You can go to SLOC's website for more details about what you'll need to prepare for the audition. SLOC is also looking for performers ages 18 and older for a production of Jekyll and Hyde. Auditions are Monday, June 29th and Tuesday, June 30th, with callbacks by invitation only on Thursday, July 2nd. The Black Theater Troupe of Upstate New York is getting ready to present Wedding Band at Capitol Repertory Theater. As the growing attraction between a white man and an African-American seamstress accelerates into an affair, they must deal with the prejudices of early 20th century America. You can see it June 4th through 7th and June 11th through 14th. Harbinger Theater presents Ladies' Day, a play about a foursome and their friendship, frayed tempers, and fascinators. It runs June 12th through 19th at the James Meter Little Theater in Troy. Trust Your Gut Productions will present its original semi-musical adaptation of Romeo and Juliet at Trail Station Park in Gloversville. You can see it June 26th through 28th. And at the Charles R. Wood Theater in Glens Falls, a new play about a famous classical musician, Claire McManus, who is a complicated and self-destructive tour de force. You can see it June 3rd and 4th at 7 p.m. This show is 18 and up for strong language and adult themes. Tickets are available online for $25. Have an idea for Behind the Curtain? Email me, gbruno@news10.com.